Hi everyone and welcome to our Maths Form 5 to 6 Ratio and Graphs of Trigonometry Functions. Okay, this chapter literally is the same thing as the Maths Form 5 to 6, but there is some extra topic on Maths lah. Okay, so actually I want to do these two same chapters in one video, but since there is some students that didn't take MS as their elective subject, so I don't want to kacau mereka, so I will just make the first two topic here, okay, and another two topic for MS, okay, I will teach. And in the MS, I don't want to touch about that two things that we already learned here. Okay, I will skip, but with some addition knowledge. Okay, first thing you need to need to know how to calculate sine, cosine, tangent. Okay, sine theta, cosine theta, this one tangent theta. You need to know about it. Okay, so now we will move for our first topic. Okay, this is a unit circle. All here we have a quadrant. Here is the quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 quadrants here. And this circle we call as a unit circle. Each radius equals to 1. Okay, 1. Okay, that's why I say it's a unit circle. They have the unit. All the radius equals to 1. Okay, and what is this? All sine teacher cubed. Okay, this letter. Okay, I summarize all the things that you learn in the mathematics textbook. I summarize up, become a one paper. Okay, a one whole thing here. Okay, this unknown angle we call as angle theta. Okay, and this angle represent this only, this triangle only. Okay, and here we have one unit. Okay, one unit. Okay, so by using the Pythagoras theorem, you can find another 2 here. Okay, if you know how to calculate that. Okay, and then now we need to know. Okay, we need to introduce a new thing that is called reference angle. Reference angles means, okay, you can using this angle to find angle theta or the other things. Okay, if the angle is here, so it means the angle for the reference angle is same as the angle theta. And here only okay, all the trigo is the positive, sine, cos, tangent in here all in positive. Okay, you can try to use calculator to calculate that. Okay, any angle from here, from 0 degree to 90 degree. Okay, all the answer in positive. But in here, I move the angle theta to here. Here is called quadrant 2, and quadrant 2 to finding the angle, reference angle, we're using this formula. Okay, 180 minus theta, and here we can only say that only the sine is positive. Other than sine, we say that is negative, not negative value. Okay, why? Because okay, here our x value is negative, y value okay still in the positive value. So quadrant 2, we're using this thing. Move for quadrant 3. Okay, only the tangent in positive because all the values here x and y already in negative, so only tangent in positive. But in here only cosine positive because okay, all the angle here, all the values here, x is positive, y is negative. So only the cos is positive. And here we're using this formula. How do we know that? Just remember, okay, the big angle minus with the small angle. Then you can find answer. Okay, for maths you can think like this, but MS there's some different things. Okay, does some different things are okay, something different. Okay, so in maths you can use like this okay. This is all about the angles. Okay, now how to determine the reference angle? First thing, you need to determine the quadrant for the theta. Given theta is something, find the reference angle, okay, by its corresponding reference angles. Okay, already given the data, right? So determine the quadrant. If the angle was in the quadrant 2, was reaching in this one quadrant 2, so I can say that okay, this is the quadrant 2, and only the sine, okay, sine theta is positive. Okay, and I'm using the formula to finding the reference angle. That's easy, just 2 steps, then settle the question. But if I already have the reference angle, I can use that to find the sine, cosine, and tangent value of sine, cosine, tangent based on the reference angle. First thing, determine the quadrant first. Anything we starting to determine the quadrant first. Okay, and later on, okay, we already determine, check the sine. Okay, for example, tangent 215 is in the quadrant 3, and kebetulan this angle, okay, tangent is positive. Okay, same as here, so I just put positive. Okay, 215 minus 180, because I carry equation to find the reverse angle. Okay, so do the thing until you can find the answer. Okay, but now if the question asking without using the calculator, you need to find the angle. How you do? We can using the table here. Okay, either you have found all these things, but I have the magic for you. Okay, I have the things that is like this. Okay, if all here is divided by 2, sine cosine that is divided by 2. Okay, then 13, 45, 16 will be 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Up here all is square root 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. But tangent is different thing. Below all is 3, and here it become 3, 9, 27. Okay, up here is square root, down is just a simple number, just a whole number. Okay, untuk bahasa Malaysia ada sini bahasa ada sekat sini. Okay, and now I can using the value for the sine, cosine, tangent to find the angle. Okay, let's say I didn't put the angle here, and I'm asking you to find the angle. Okay, if I given the value for the sine, cosine, or tangent. Okay, these 3 things you need to know. Okay, these 3 steps, okay, must be do in every question. Determine quadrant, check the sine, find reverse angle. Okay, you see, sine theta equals to positive. Okay, quadrant in positive, only the quadrant 1 always positive. Okay, and only the sine in quadrant 2 is positive. So 1 and 2 settle. And then for the reverse angle, okay, reverse angle equals to sine inverse 0.6157. using calculator and try to calculate the answer. Later on, you can find the angle. 38, okay, is the first quadrant. Second quadrant, because we have two quadrants here, need to find this for the second quadrant. Okay, have you noticed that? Okay, in our whole section, we all talk about the angles are in 0 until 360 degrees. Sometimes, okay, I limited to 90 degrees to 270. Okay, so you need to check. Okay, this thing you need to check. If we say that it's from 90 until 270, this answer tak boleh pakai sudah. Okay, so salah. Okay, but if say from 0 to 90, okay, this answer is acceptable. This one I just cancel out, rejected, or not it. I just leave the answer like this, just enough. Okay, this is the step to find the angle. Okay, this is our first part. Okay, for the second part, we need to know the graph for sine, cosine, and tangent. Okay, for the sine graph, okay, the graph start with 0, end with 0. Okay, this is called a whole cycle, and the sine graph, the maximum value 1, negative 1. Okay, in 90 degree is 1, here is negative 1. You can use the calculator to try to get the answer. Okay, if you think the answer is wrong, try to contact your teacher. Is your calculator something wrong? Okay, because I did try to do that. Okay, the answer is same thing, but if you get the answer different thing, maybe something wrong with your calculator. Okay, so this is for the sine graph. This one we call as one cycle, one period. Okay, one cycle. Okay, this is for the sine graph. Start with the 0, end with the 0. Okay, for cosine graph, okay, we start at the 1 maximum here. Okay, and we end also here 1, and it looks like a lidah, looks like the tongue. Okay, we start here, and 90 and 37 always in 0, and 180 is in negative 1. Okay, the minimum is here, and until the last. Okay, this is for the cosine graph. For tangent graph, you can try to press the number, this one, tangent 90, tangent 270. We have sine 90, cosine 90, got answer, but for tangent 90, no answer, just cosine, undefined. You can check later. Okay, the calculator can prove you the answer. Okay, and we start at 0. Okay, the line, the curve, okay, we can approach to 90 degree, but not equals to 90. Okay, and 91 have a value, so we can start. You can make the 180 here first. We can stretch it until here. Okay, you say approaches to 90 but cannot equal to 90. Okay, here's the same thing, 270. This curve I can approaches to here, but I cannot equal to 270. 271 is acceptable because 271 have a value for the tangent. Okay, so I can make it here also can. You need to know about these three graph. Then the next thing is this one. Okay, a trigonometric function. Okay, we can represent like this. Okay, y equals to a either sine, cosine, tangent, bx plus c. Okay, and value A, B, and C will change, okay, in a different situation. If the value A changes, our maximum and minimum values means here will also change. Okay, the higher the A value, okay, the longer the amplitude. Okay, will be more longer the amplitude. And for the tangent graph, there is no amplitude in tangent graph, so it will just affect the curve only. It didn't make it too long or short. It just draw segment only. Just draw segment only. Nothing else. Okay, for value B can be changed. Okay, B actually is called as a period, but period not equals to B. Period equals to 360 degrees over B in sine and cosine function. For tangent is 180 over B. Okay, we can using the value of B to determine the period. So period is one whole cycle. So it means when the V value changes, okay, the compression will be more compressed. Okay, the graph will be more compressed, and we have see the more cycle there. Okay, if C right, for C value changes, it's just the position of the graph change. Okay, when C value moves up, is more higher, moves up, more lower, goes down. It's just simple. It is for the Malay version. Apabila line A berubah, okay, amplitude akan berubah. Okay, lagi panjang, dan maksimum, minimum akan berubah. Untuk tangent, tiada perubahan. Okay, just draw segment only. Okay, just draw different like the previous one. Okay, kalau nilai B berubah, okay, period, tempo fungsi akan berubah. Okay, yang lagi macam terlalu ketat nak. Okay, mampat. Okay, secara memufuk. Okay, kalau okay, untuk cari, okay, tempo fungsi sinus dan cosinus, okay, 360 darjah, okay, bahagi dengan B. Untuk tangent 180, okay, darjah bahagi dengan B. Untuk nilai C, kalau dia lagi banyak, lagi atas, lagi sikit, lagi bawah. Okay, itu saja. Actually, we already done for all the topics that we learned in maths. Okay, for the statistics lah. Okay, for MS we have other two. Okay, so I have prepared some question that is very easy for you, and I also prepared some trial question. Okay, like last time, 3 question. Okay, 3 question every year. Okay, 2023, 2024, and 2025. Okay, and hope this video can help you to score this chapter in exam. Okay, because I can say that this chapter, it was very popular, okay, in exam. It will came out some one times, okay, in the question. Okay, so that's all for today. Okay, we will see in the next chapter. Goodbye.